Alright, today we're going to go over the directions for part 4 of your CNC project. So part 4 is transferring your sketch to Desmos. So the first thing you want to do is go to www.desmos.com. You should get a page that looks like this. In the top right hand corner, you're going to see two buttons, Login and Sign Up. I would click Login first to see if you have an account, even if you don't remember having one. You might. So click Login. And then I'm going to log in with Google. I already have an account, so I know that this is going to work for me. And now you can see it says Lynette up there in the top right corner, so I am logged in. Let me log back out. If you try to log in and you do not have an account, you're going to have to sign up. So you'll click these check boxes and then click Sign Up with Google. And it will go through the process. Make sure you sign up as a student. So you want to have a student account. Alright, so let me log back in. Okay, once you're logged in, you should see your name in the top right corner. Then I'm going to go to the graphing calculator. It's super important that you're logged into your account so that you can save your sketch. We're able to save our sketch if we're logged in. If not, all of the work that you do and you don't log in, once you X off the tab, the work will be lost. So make sure you are logged in. Alright, in the top left here, you're going to see these three oops, I did not want to do that. These three bars, and then you're going to see where it says Untitled Graph. You want to click there, and you're going to title this assignment your last name, so I'm going to put Seebacher, and then CNC. And then click Enter or Save. And here now, the name of my graph is up here, Seebacher CNC. The next step we're going to do to set up our Desmos window is we're going to go over here to the right hand side and click this little button that looks like a wrench. Over here is where we're going to adjust our window. So these directions are posted on Google Classroom and they are on your printout under part 4. There's a screenshot of what we're going to do right now. So we are working on a 3x5 by 3x5 block. So we're going to adjust our window here so that our Desmos screen looks exactly like that block that we had on our hand-drawn sketch. So here, where it says x-axis, you're going to change this -10 to a 0, because 0 is the smallest number on our x-axis. Over here, you're going to change this number from a 10 to a 3.5, because we're working between 0 and 3.5. First step, that is telling us how many units each block on the graph represents. So for our hand-drawn sketch, one block was 0.125 inches. So here where it says step, you're going to change this to 0.125 to show that each block represents 0.125 inches. Now we're going to go and we're going to do the same thing for the y-axis. So our y-axis is going to start at 0 because on that block, remember, our hand-drawn sketch, we're only working with positive numbers. It's like the first quadrant of a coordinate plane. So we're going to change this value to 0, and here we're going to change this to 3.5 with a step, again, on the y-axis, the same step, 0.125. And now we are good. We have changed our window here so that it mimics exactly the block that we're working with. We're going from 0 to 3.5 on the x, 0 to 3.5 on the y, and each block represents 0.125 units. So after you have created your account, saved your sketch as your last name, CNC, and changed your window using the wrench, I'm going to click Save again. So I save this window. Desmos does not automatically save, so at the end of each class period or at the end of each time you're working on it, you want to make sure you hit that button Save. It is green when there is new work that needs to be saved. Now my button is kind of blacked out because I haven't done anything new since I last clicked it. Alright, so after that you're going to use your part 3. So in part 3 of the project you took all of the information that you found and you simplified it onto one sheet. So you have your equations, your domains, and your ranges. We're going to take our information off that sheet and enter it into Desmos. So on my part 3 sheet, my first equation is x equals 0.375. So I'm going to type that in. After I type in the equation, I need to type in the domain and the range. So then I'm going to put a space, and you're going to put some brackets. You're first going to type in your domain. So for my equation here, my domain is x equals 0.375. And then I'm going to close the brackets. Then I'm going to put another space. In a new set of brackets, I'm going to enter my range. So my range that I have written down on my paper, so this is all information that you've already calculated and already found. We're just taking that information and putting it into Desmos. We're putting it into a digital sketch. All right, so my range was 0.25. All right, so now we're going to enter our range. So I have 0.25, and now I need to open up my keyboard down here to get the less than or equal to symbol. And then I'm going to put a Y because it's range. And then again on this keyboard function down here, I'm going to put less than or equal to. And then my biggest Y value is 3.25. And you will see once I've entered that, it restricted the domain and range on my line segment. So now I have my line that has an equation of x equals 0.375. The domain is x equals 0.375. And the range is where you're going to tell the line to start and stop. So you can see here, my line starts at a Y value of 0.25, and it stops at a Y value of 3.25. So then you're just going to keep going, and you're going to enter all of your equations in here. So my next equation, I'll just do a couple more, is y equals 0.25. Again, I'm going to put a space. For my domain, it was in brackets. The brackets are important. 0.375 is less than or equal to x, because this is domain, is less than or equal to 1.125. Close the brackets. Put a space. Open up a new set of brackets and enter your range, y equals 0.25. Close the brackets, and another line segment appeared. And now I have the L, which is the first letter of my sketch. So for part 4 of your project, you are transferring your sketch to Desmos using the following steps. Again, I'm going to click Save so that my work saves, and I can log back on and finish it at a later date. If you do not click Save while you're logged into your account, your work will not save. So now let's see how to access our work again when we sign back in. So I've logged out. I'm going to X off. And then I'm going to open Desmos back up again. So let me X this off. All right, now I'm going to go back to the website and see how to find my work when I log back on. So I'm logging in because I have an account. Log in, here's my name. All right, I'm going to click Graphing Calculator again. Now, nothing shows up. That's okay, that's normal. Go to these 3 lines on the left-hand side that says Open Graph, and then you can see your saved work. So you see here, I have Seebacher CNC. It was saved less than a minute ago. You can click on it. It will show you a preview, and then you can click Open Graph, and your work shows back up, and you can finish it. So that is how you do part 4 of your CNC project. And after you are done, remember you want to take screenshots of both your Desmos sketch and all of the equations and attach them to the assignment on Google Classroom.